Hi, I'm Mark Cassetti, your Director of Training, and welcome to our Objections Overruled video. I can't wait to, in a little while, get to why we called Objections Overruled, but I think once we do, you're going to really enjoy that. But for now, let me just start off by sharing with you. I know a lot of you have never really been involved in selling before, and the concept of overcoming objections might be a little bit intimidating to you, so let's just roll back for a minute. I've been at this point in my life involved in direct selling and network marketing for over 30 years. So I've been in people's homes and I know exactly what it is you're going to be going through. So here's the simple process. You do a presentation. At the end of the presentation, you ask the person to either buy the product, get enrolled in your business, or perhaps do both. Either way, once you do those two simple things, you're going to get one of three responses. You're going to get some people saying, yes, I definitely want to do that. And you're getting other people saying, no, it's not really for me. And either one of those is fine. One of the people featured on our video here is a gentleman named Ed Blunt. He's one of our top leaders in the field. And I love the way Ed positions it. He says, all we're really doing here is collecting decisions. And ultimately, it's easiest when it's just a yes or a no. I mean, I know we don't want the no's, but no's are inevitable. There's never been anybody selling any product at any price that was so spectacular that someone wasn't saying no to them on a regular basis. The key is not to take the no's personally. If you come to our live trainings, we will eventually really get you to where the no's don't bother you at all. A lot of people now are excited about getting no's because they know it puts it a lot closer to a yes for them. But anyway, let's just get back to the point. You get three responses: a clear yes, a clear no, or in many situations, you're not going to get either one. You're going to get what we refer to as an objection. Someone might say, well, I really like your business and I'd like to do it, but I'm not sure if I have the time. Or, you know, I really want your product, but I don't know if I have enough money right now. Things along those lines where they're not really saying yes and they're not really saying no. Now, most people, when they've never done anything like this before, I remember me 30 years ago, an objection used to get me really nervous, like, oh no, now what do I do? They didn't say yes real easily, but just understand this. An objection is actually a really good thing because an objection does not mean no. No means no. An objection means I really want to buy your product, or I really would like to get enrolled in your business. You just haven't given me enough information yet. Let's just stop for a moment and think, as consumers, do you and I like to buy things? Of course we do. It's fun to buy things, especially exciting things like travel. Our membership is a fun, exciting thing for people to purchase. As far as the business opportunity goes, so many people, you know, when they make their New Year's resolutions, probably the biggest New Year resolution is to make more money the following year. But most people can't storm into their boss and say, hey, I want you to give me more money because I made a resolution. A lot of people in this day and age are looking for an alternative source of income, which is ideal for what we're doing here in our business. So a lot of people want to buy what World Ventures is offering, but if they're giving you an objection, it simply means you haven't given them enough information for a clear yes at this point. So relax, don't get depressed, don't get despondent, don't feel like you're losing. Realize this is your indication that you've got to give them even more information, even more enthusiasm, so we can push them over the edge and we can get them to that yes, which is obviously ultimately where we'd like for them to go. Hear ye, the Honorable Judge Mark presiding. Now, I'm not really a judge, and I'm sure you're not either. But the bottom line is, what if in your mind you adopted that kind of posture when someone was giving you an objection? I heard a long time ago that life is 95% mental, and the other 5% is all in your head. If when someone gives you an objection, you get nervous and start going, oh my gosh, I don't know what to say, and you feel in a way that they're totally in control and you have no ability to correct the situation, that's not the posture of a leader, and no one's going to want to follow you. On the other hand, what if you looked at yourself as a judge? Think of a courtroom for a minute. The bottom line is the judge sits behind the bench. The people who are on trial rarely speak for themselves. The attorneys speak on their behalf. So if one attorney has the floor and is questioning the witness, after a while, the other attorney may raise an objection. They raise their hand and literally say, I object, Your Honor. I believe that he is leading the witness. Or I object, Your Honor. I believe he's badgering the witness. So needless to say, we're not in a courtroom and we don't have those kinds of objections. What our prospects say is, you know, I like what you're doing. I just don't think I have the time for it. Or I'd like to buy a product, but I don't have the money. So while you're not going to crack the gavel like the judge there and say, objection overruled, you're not going to do that. You're going to probably want to get rid of the gavel. You don't want to have an actual gavel. But you understand what I'm saying. If mentally you look at it like you are in charge, and instead of just giving your opinion, that you're going to actually make a ruling. Now, you're going to be a good, kind, fair judge, and you're going to make fair rulings that are in the best interest of the people in front of your court. But when someone comes in and they say, yes, I really do want to change my life, I really do want to do this business, I'm really ready for a change, but then they still have some kind of an objection, if you can make a ruling that overrules that objection and helps them get started in the business, you're actually helping them, because all judges really deep down inside want to help the people who come into their courtroom. On the other hand, sometimes as a very honest judge, you may listen to all the arguments, so to speak, and say, you know what, I really don't think this business is for you, or I don't think that buying our product right now is the best thing. You always want to do the right thing, and as a judge, the most important thing you could possibly do is listen. But the reason I'm giving you this analogy, and the reason why we call this objection overruled, is because we know and you know that objections can indeed be overruled, but it's all about your posturing. I can't imagine ever seeing a judge that when one of the attorneys raised an objection, the judge went, that's a good, gosh, what should I do? That is a good objection. What do you think? Come on. A judge, no matter what, is always in control. They know the law. They know the subject matter upside down and backwards. So the bottom line is when someone says what they say, they immediately, without any hesitation, say objection overruled for this reason, or they allow the objection. That's all I'm sharing for you to do. When you watch these top field leaders, notice their posture. More than anything, rewatch this video again and again and again, and notice how they are not nervous. They're not freaking out when they get an objection. They understand, just like I shared with you in the beginning, an objection is a good thing. It's a request for more information. And also understand that they know that they have the power to make a ruling, and that they believe in our company and our product so much, and they know this. People are going to spend money. Come on, everyone spends money, and a lot of people waste money, and they believe in our product enough, like I do, that when someone's on the fence and has an objection, I'm going to tell them they should buy our product, because I know in my heart it's going to be one of the best purchases they make value-wise all year long. And I believe, like the people on the video you're going to see do, that this is a great business. The people on this video have all done very well financially with World Ventures, so they really believe in their heart that when they share the opportunity with someone, they're doing a really good thing. So belief and sincerity is a really big part of this. Notice a lot of what they're doing here is just really telling their own story to the potential prospects to help get them over the hump. And remember, a lot of people want to buy your product. A lot of people want to do the business. An objection is just a request for more information. So relax, take the posture of a judge, and remember, after watching these people perform, that you can overrule any objection anytime, if indeed that's the right thing to do. Now, we're almost ready to get to the heart and soul of this video, which is some of our top people from all over the world answering the objections that you're hearing every day and doing it in a really powerful way. See, again, in the beginning, these can be really overwhelming and nerve-wracking, but these people have heard these objections so many times. You'll see when they answer them so relaxed and so easily, because they've heard it again and again and again. They know exactly what to say to get a lot of people from this maybe I'm on the fence area to the yes category, which is obviously where we'd like to get them. But even though I'm saying that, remember, there's no answer to an objection that works every time. And many times the way we look at this is we're just collecting decisions. We say we're sorting, we're not really selling. We're sharing, we're not really selling. Now, the anatomy of answering objection is very simple. It's a very, very simple process. First of all, you want to listen to what the person says in their entirety. Secondly, you want to agree with them. Okay, whenever you argue with the customer is always right. Whenever you argue with the customer, you lose. So you listen, you agree, then you give them a different way of looking at what the basic objection is, and then last but not least, you re-ask for the order. Okay, now when we film this, this is one of those things that kind of happened by mistake. I know sometimes you read about a brilliant scientific discovery, they were looking for this and then discovered that by mistake. I had some of these folks coming into the studio to film for us, and what happened was when they were in there, as they were doing different things, I heard them answering different objections, and I said, man, we have got to just grab some of this on film. So some of this we ended up splicing in the other people, as you'll see here, to do the role playing with them after the fact. So some of them don't ask for the order at the end. Don't let that throw you off. The bottom line is these folks, these ladies and gentlemen, are exceptionally good at what they're doing. You're going to really enjoy this information, and I will be back numerous times throughout the rest of the video, putting everything on pause and coming in and explaining what they just did and why it's so important, so you understand the key, most important things you could possibly do to become great at answering objections. So that's really all we've got. Again, we are going to be the most trusted company. We're going to do everything the right way. We're going to treat people the way they want to be treated. We're going to be in charge. We're going to have the right posture. We're going to be the judge and make a ruling. And we're just going to relax and have fun and collect some decisions. So with all that being said, let's go to the video now and hear what some of the people just like you, the best people, our field leaders, let's hear how they handle the objections and overrule them.